You're not supposed to be here today for Dogfart.
No, I'm filling in for somebody.
Someone canceled last night at like 10:30, and to anyone who's in this industry, getting a replacement at that time is impossible.
A little difficult.
Yeah. Thanks for being here.
No problem.
What'd you do before? I'm sorry?
Oh, so this morning I was going to be shooting some amateur porn anyway.
Uh-huh.
So I had already been shaved, makeup, and horny, and I was already ready to go. So I just finished up a quick blowjob scene, and then I came here.
You've already blown a good person?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Hey, why not?
So it worked out perfect. There have been some times where So I get called in for stuff like this fairly often, because most girls, they have to curl or flat on their hair, and my hair's already done, so it takes me about half the time to get ready.
Right.
So sometimes I get the call to fill in for somebody, and I just woke up, and I was looking forward to sleeping in, and I was looking forward to just like having a nice day off, and I'm kind of just like, well, I do want to fuck porn stars, so I'm gonna go. But this worked out perfect.
So you said off camera, you said earlier that the way you got into porn is you were actually a stripper first. It's in porn, the way you either got in is either in retail or stripping.
Yeah, surprisingly, there have been a couple of times I go out to eat and the girl's really cute, and I need to start carrying business cards with my agent's name on it. So I just want to be like, hey, you wanna make some money? Just take this card. Just call this guy. It's fine. It'll be great.
I think girls are more welcoming, accepting if another girl says it. You know, if it's someone who looks like me, they're probably gonna be like, "No."
Oh, come on, you're a teddy bear.
Thank you, I appreciate that. So you did the stripping thing, and you met what porn stars, and then they kind of like told you about the industry.
So Mary Carey is the first porn star I can remember meeting. I remember her being very sweet, and she had some of the biggest tits I've ever seen in person.
Yeah.
And then the first porn stars that I really was curious about, they were Natalia and Natasha Starr. They were feature dancing together at my club, and I watched them pull butt plugs. Oh, sorry, not butt plugs. So I got anal beads out of each other's asses, and they're like licking them and deep throating them and stuff. And at the time, it was just so mortified. I was like, how could people do that? And like, are they really sisters? Are they pretending? And now, like, when I raised Natalia, it's like, oh, she's super sweet. Her pussy tastes amazing.
Tell us about the guy who fell asleep.
Right. Okay. So, the club that I worked at, I don't know if they do this anymore, but at Larry Flint's Hustler Club in East St. Louis, we used to be able to do these live sex shows where they were technically dance performances. We would be doing this very elaborate dance with strap-ons or dildos you can stick to the stage and bounce on, but very classy, artsy stuff. And there's one day where we did a show. It was me and one of my friends that had a perfect hourglass figure for stuff like that. We did the show and people were liking it. People weren't really tipping that much, so we cut it short. And then whenever we got off the stage, this guy that was known for being an asshole at the club, he was this lawyer guy that
treated the staff like shit.
Just treated the staff like shit. He always like shit to say, but the thing is, he would always say something rude to you and then pass you at 50. So it's like it kind of bought
your integrity off, or anyone's rather.
Yeah.
You work in the bars and clubs, you get those kind of people.
So he came up to us and he said that he wanted to take us to a private room so we could do that show again, but just for him. So he paid for this room that had a big bed like this in it, and I went ahead and laid the girl down and like got her like this, spread her legs wide, and spat on her pussy, and was just, I had the strap on, so I was just kind of like, tapping the dick on the entrance, and then I look over and the dude's passed out. Like, he drank so much.
Now, at that point, you charged him before the show.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Always get your money up front. It's like Code 101.
Okay.
But
wait, Code 101 or Ho 101?
Ho 101.
Oh, okay. Either way.
So, yeah, he had already paid for the room, and there are some customers that I had that I thought were really, really nice. If it was one of my favorite customers who was always a sweet guy, I would have opened it up, maybe got him a Red Bull or something. But this dude was a dick, so I just kept fucking my friend like next to him while he slept.
That could be a fetish. We should start that fetish.
That would be cool. That would be really cool.
Again, thanks for being a last-minute replacement for Dogfart. You're awesome. Ready to do this?